The Saints traded a 7th-round pick to the New England Patriots for defensive tackle Davon Godchaux. I really, really like this move because the Saints were one of the worst defenses in the NFL last year, 30th in yards per game. This was with a defensive-minded head coach being at the helm for us before he got fired. 30th in yards per game, 31st in rush yards per game, 27th in pass yards per game, and oddly enough, 19th overall in points per game. And we were just constantly gashed by the run. I mean, when week 3 came around, when the Saints were 2-0 facing the Eagles at home, and Saquon Barkley just kept going off and kept getting long run after broken tackle, after touchdown, after first down, I kind of knew we were in for it then. And I wasn't sure if it was just Saquon really breaking out and being that old school Saquon Barkley that we've come to know and love, and now that we've seen of what he's capable of at a very high level, rushing for 2,000 yards with the Eagles, I knew we were done for then. I mean, when you give up 172 yards to the Eagles, when you give up 277 yards, what was it? Is this dude's name? Bucky Irving, a 22-year-old drafted by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, going off on the New Orleans Saints, us giving up 277 rushing yards the first time we played the Bucs, getting blown out, letting up 51 points defensively. I knew it was over with. When we gave up 179 yards to him the second time, I knew we needed a defensive tackle. 225 rushing yards to the Broncos, 181 rushing yards to the Atlanta Falcons the second time we played them, 188 rushing yards to the Green Bay Packers. Now, yes, we did give up those two, Josh Jacobs, Bijan Robinson, a plethora of players with the Broncos, not even a premier running back with, the Bucs, and obviously Saquon Barkley with the Eagles. I knew that we were in for it. I knew that we needed to go get a defensive tackle, and that's why we literally came in as the second worst rush defense in the NFL. There's 32 teams. We were 31st. So just let that sink in. For a franchise that at one point, Dennis Allen was the head coach. Before that, he was a defensive coordinator. The streak of the Saints not letting up a 100-yard rusher in, I can't remember the exact number, 50, 60 games. It was an NFL record. Dennis Allen was at the helm for that. I know the Saints were very beat up this year, but even the defense was starting to look worn. The defense was quitting on their coach. You had Richard Sherman on the freaking broadcast saying that the Saints were playing like they wanted their coach to get fired. I knew it was over. And when you talk about Davon Godchaux and what he's actually been able to do, at one point last year, he had 18 run stops, which did lead the league. Now, obviously, he did not end the season leading the league and such, but he made 94.4% of his tackle opportunities, which was second highest among all defensive tackles. What have the New Orleans Saints been bad at for the last couple of years? Tackling, whether it's in a bunch, whether it's in the open field, and Tyrann Mathieu, Alontae Taylor, they come to mind a lot. As much as I hate to say it, at some point I'm like, get these guys off the field. Having a defensive tackle who can stuff the run, who can actually get his tackle opportunities is great. And for a 7th-round pick, I'll take it. I know we need all the capital that we can get. And a lot of you are going to come in here and say, oh, well, the sacks, the pressures, the TFLs, those are very nice stats. But if you're sporting something like a 94.4% tackle opportunity, which the Saints have lacked, and all we had to give up was a 7th-round pick, and this guy's next to a Carl Granderson, and this guy's next to a Chase Young, and he's next to a Brian Bresee, the Saints defensive line might be looking okay next year. They really could. Anything that can help us bolster the second worst run defense that we just fielded this year, I'll 100% take it.
Hey, it's AJL here. Appreciate you sticking to the end of the video here on YouTube. You could have chose any other show, but you chose my video, and for that, I'm very grateful. If you haven't already, please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media. Hit the bell on the channel so you never miss a post. Check me out on all social media platforms. Right here, you'll find a chance to subscribe to the show, a related video, and a playlist. See you guys in the next one.